Okay, seems logical that you're taking it somewhere else. I hope that we're gonna see the girl from the beginning again at some point. You're supposed to meet people? No, it's okay. I think that...
Porco! You can stop right there! You got 15 blasters pointed at you right now! He's surrounded! He needs to know the number. The actual number? Are you kidding? You are talking to the enemy. I knew you would do. Toss the blaster and get on the ground!
For sure you appeared with this ship, this costume, you know, well, not gonna blame them.
No records. None of you were here. Nobody puts this in their calendar. All service and transport droids will be data wiped once we're done.
Secrets, secrets, secrets.
If they're not in this room, they're not cleared for the project.
Dedra, no?
Colonel
At the end.
All senior commanders will be notified by the Emperor at the time of his choosing. The group in this room is, of this moment, the tightest of closed circles.
A little film, a little movie. You want to show a little movie? Sneak peeks of The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Chances are, if you've heard that sound before, you've been to the Great Valleys of Gorman. Elegance and durability, available in all winds and leaves. The Gorman mark of excellence is known everywhere as the standard of luxury and quality.
You plan to attack that place? You...
Meet the Gorman fighter, the experts of a fancier word. Don't they always? All that gorgeous material gathered for display and sale in the capital city, Alamo.
Way too long for an ad. Like really, it's way too long.
Gorman is of great interest to the Empire.
Okay.
What happened to the ship? It's rolling. Over. Get his feet. Where's Porco? Shut up.
Who are you? Who is he? He's an impy pilot.
You don't know him? You should know him.
There was another pilot here waiting to take it forward. Stolen for who? For the rebellion. Who's rebellion?
You're not the rebellion?
Where is he? Your friend? He was not friendly. He took a shot at us. Tried to make a run for it. Big mistake.
This guy's a test pilot.
I thought it was a bluff, you know.
Access to stable, unlimited power will transform the galactic economy and solidify imperial authority.
You forgot to do that on the desk to prove your point.
There's a minimum underground. Doctor?
Deep substrate foliated calcite.
Calcite. I mean, the amount of time spent pondering this grubby little bit of rock is sadly astonishing. Now, we promised delivery in 3 years. We will have to control Gorman with a hand firm enough to silence any resistance.
Would present stark challenges to the local population.
Meaning what?
It's gouge mining. There would be stress on the planet's core.
Okay.
There is a risk of total collapse. 9 cities. 800,000 Gormans. We need to plan for alternatives, all of which will require preparation.
Gorman is an obscure
Killing them?
political power.
Are we talking about a diplomatic solution or something else? I'm not sure of your point.
Teacher, why are you? So what is it? Do they really trust you?
So I'm not the resistance.
You know, I don't need an excuse to hate you. I get it. 2 days, no food. Ask me how long I've been in. You were not here 3 days ago when I left.
have the same problem. He's right.
Who goes and stays?
We make trips. And who goes first? There it is. Right there. There's our real problem. Me. Lack of trust. You're the Maya pagan. What?
Huh?
Why did you tell him this is on you? Crap.
What's the route we can see we're stuck?
I know Maya. Maya's dead. According to you, he's the
Maya?
We lost 6 ships, 45%. My brother was the only one. Your brother made Maya.
How do you know Maya?
She was a customer. I do all you want. We're all part of the same rebellion. Your friend was hostile. He was on a mission. We're stealing an Imperial test chip for who? Who are you with?
The rebellion!
I'm not telling you that.
You scum, Jim.
We're not here to gloss over any difficulty. Why not have a plague? Or stage some natural disaster?
That'll motivate them to leave.
Says a big white old guy
It's unpredictable.
eating things, you know. Big old white rich guy
Away.
with his privileges.
We're building a new armory in Palmo. Excuse me? We're starting tomorrow.
Her face.
You're awfully quiet, aren't you?
It's a lot to take in.
Well, you're here at my request. I don't get to coruscate much these days, but I do keep my ear to the ground. Listen, life. You think you're hard to read? You need to get over that. I'm not ready. You're headed before they finish speaking. I want your assessment.
Propaganda will only get you so far. You need a radical insurgency you can count on.
You know, she's on the bad side, but I love her character.
Director,
She's well written, you know, that character, and she's well played.
5 years old. Pace yourself. There's 2 more days to go. I've always wondered where you came from. What are you doing here? Skeldon's a plan. We want to give it to the patrol. I'm working. Are we pretending we just met? No, you've been by the shop. Just 2 single women surveying the prospects.
She? No, okay. Not friendly at all.
You've been avoiding me.
Be serious.
Oh, she's beautiful. The camera being here, someone is listening to you? No.
I've had some business go south, things have gone to a head.
I'm sorry.
I'm hoping to stay the weekend, but we'll see.
Is Marnie joining me?
We're living apart at the moment. It's a recent development. And it's not what I wanted to talk to you about. I know you
No?
said you got my message. I was hoping we could discuss the foundation.
Is there a problem?
Not like that, no.
Not like that.
Politics.
Hello.
They had their first fight. Who's here? Leaders run off.
Huh?
What's happened? He's a killer. He won't hold my help. I keep trying and he keeps pushing me away. I'm sorry. So terribly sorry.
What a promising wedding.
It's not a movie if no one's in charge. I was always Maya's number.
They need someone in charge, like really.
Supposed to be in charge. Step off, Rael. I was back and we're not here. There's going to be noise about it. You take it back. Yes, stop. See what you've done. Your brother stole our shit.
Already, it's gonna be who is gonna talk the louder, like.
You're not even good at that.
Cassian, can you intervene? The beginning of this episode gave me hope. I was like, okay, Cassian, you're there to steal that ship. You're encouraging that woman, you know, you're giving her strength, hope. like, you know, resistance, like, let's go for it, you seem to have a plan. Ah, you don't know how to drive that ship. Okay, that's gonna be an issue, but it doesn't mean anything. So after that, to arrive right there, your friend is not there to welcome you. Okay, that's one thing. We have people welcoming you and they are not friendly, it's another thing. To discover that they are also a part of the resistance, but they are that disorganized, they don't trust each other, they don't know how to do things, they are just, you know, full of egos and about who is gonna talk the louder and who has the biggest gun and that level of disorganization. They are not going on the same direction, they don't know what to do, they are not listening to each other. I began this episode with hope about the resistance, you know, the rebellion. I'm finishing this episode being like, okay, if they're all like you, we're screwed. We're totally screwed. What they need is a leader. Like, they need a fucking leader to tell them what they have to do, and no one can answer to that person, you know, can respond. Like, they need a fucking leader. But for them to accept to obey to a leader, to decide who is going to be the leader, we're not there yet. I'm so glad to be back with Andor. I'm so fucking glad. Visually, this show looks so good. I think that I said it at multiple occasions during the episode. It's filmed differently than the other Star Wars shows, which are more maybe a copy of the movies, of the mood and the way to film of the movie. Andor is different for how it's filmed, and for the mood, maybe I didn't find the mood that I had during the first episodes of the first season, but it's logical. We're more with the mood of the final episodes of the first season. But the mood is cool, the mood is great, and I love this character so much, and I feel so much, you know, the intensity, the stress that they feel, that these guys from the resistance, they feel about the fact that they have to hide, the fact that they have to get information, they're not sure of what is happening everywhere, who is doing what and all. I feel all of that, you know, for Mon, for Luthen, for all of them. It's so great. And I love them so much. Mon, she's beautiful, and for sure I want for her to do what she has to do, to be respected and all. She deserves respect. Luthen, like always, playing with people, playing, you know, at being like that, eccentric and all. That's so cool, but at the same time, he's so worried about the situation with Cassian, to have information about him. But right there where they are, they can't, and really, you shouldn't try to reach them, to do more than what you're doing right now. It would be so bad for you. Mon with her daughter so close to that wedding. We didn't see the guy that she's gonna marry, right? I'm worried about that it's someone that we know and we're gonna disapprove. And the fact that he doesn't want to take your aunt, like, for sure it's a bad start for the beginning of a relationship, but I'm like, maybe it's just not, you know, someone who appreciates to be touched. Maybe he's still deeply in love with you, and that's gonna be an amazing marriage. I'm really trying to be optimist right there. Not sure that it's gonna work, but maybe. But clearly that wedding is gonna be a big thing. Not only, you know, for her character and for Mon, but I think that the event itself can hide a lot of things, you know. Maybe it's gonna be disturbed by not an attack, but something happening. I think that it can be great. Really, I love this show for the mood, for how it's filmed, for the story for sure, for that rebellion aspect, but really for the characters that are all so well played. The casting of this show, there is no bad choice, you know, they are all so great. Even, you know, the bad characters, you know, the ones who are on the bad side, like Dedra, I love them. Like, they are so well written, so well played. Her face right there and how she responded when he said, hey, oh, I know that you have a plan, you're acting like you have none, but at the minute that I began to talk, you began to have an opinion and a plan on mind, so just share it with me. Her face, how she talked, she's such an amazing character. I'm not like, I want her to survive to everything like I am for Cassian and the others, but I'm really like, can we keep her the more that we can? Because she's so interesting as a villain character. The situation with Biggs and the others can become, you know, difficult. They need to not be discovered, for sure. And the fact that Cassian is supposed to come back here, you know, if at some point he's gonna come back and they're not gonna be there, he's gonna be worried. Like, this first episode was cool because it truly introduced what we're gonna deal with during this season. The fact that we have all of the Goram situation for the Empire, what they plan to do with that, for what reasons as well. The fact that the diplomatic aspect, they forgot about it really quick and they're just trying to find a way to get the place. The fact that the rebellion needs to be more organized. It's not enough, you know, to fight for a cause and to have good principles, good ideas and all of that. No, at the end, you need to have resources, and that's also, it can be a subject, but you need also to be organized, to have a leader, all of that. Mon, she's gonna have her personal situation with her daughter, but she's gonna have also that situation with the foundation, all of that. Luthen is gonna continue to do all of what he does normally, but maybe for him this season it's gonna be about getting more involved and being revealed, taking that risk, more risk. I think that maybe we're gonna go with that for him for this season. And Biggs and the others, it's gonna be about hiding themselves well. Maybe at some point choosing or not to be a part of the rebellion, to stop just hiding. Maybe it can be that also at some point. We didn't see Syril during this episode. I find that weird. I love so much as well this character and the guy playing him. We're gonna have news about him at some point. Really quick. Okay, that was a really good first episode. I loved it a lot. I'm gonna watch right now the episode 2. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time for the episode 3 today, but the episode 2 right now for me. For you, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can already have the reaction video about the second episode on my Patreon. A longer reaction part with the level 2, the full reaction part with the level 3. And yes, that's it. It's all for you for this video. And it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.